Right. I read an article today that said opioids is the crisis next door, and how true that is. 115 people die every day from overdoses of opioids, and more specifically fentanyl in many cases. It's a real problem here in Schuylkill County. It's a real problem in every county in the 9th Congressional District. And I want to congratulate President Trump for signing his bill, the Support for Patients and Communities Act. It is something that went through Congress. It's going to make funding available. It has many different parts to it, from prevention, treatment, and also working to keep fentanyl out of the United States, which was one of the things that you mentioned. It's very important, and it is critical. Look, it comes down to basic components. It's education, early intervention, making sure that kids in grade school and the secondary school system are aware of what the risks are. Lay the facts out. Let them know that how this is destroying families and people are dying from it. Prescription drugs, no question about it. Talk to the local doctors. They're doing a good job, I think, in terms of changing the way they prescribe drugs, both in terms of the volume of drugs that they prescribe. They're switching back to a 7-day prescription, and they're only using opioids as the last resort. They're using other methods, other drugs that are used to manage pain. Narcan, something that saves a lot of lives. No question our first responders have to have that available, and making sure that that is available, and it is co-paid by federal and state dollars to make sure that it doesn't break local budgets. Detox centers, treatment centers, real issue and challenge in rural areas like the 9th Congressional District. I think the detox center and treatment centers are fairly, maybe they're at capacity, but where we're really lacking is the long-term treatment and recovery services that we need. Because once people go through this program, they need to be rehabilitated and introduced back into society so that they can get a job and start to live a normal life again. You know, I know one of the things that I heard so many times in talking to the different people as they talked about opioids and the challenges and the problems is the program that was something I hadn't heard about before. It's called the Warm Handoff Program. It talks about how law enforcement deals with people that have overdosed, where instead of putting them in jail, they try to get them into a rehab facility. Addiction is a real problem. It's a real disease. Jail doesn't solve that problem. So I think that program has been doing well. It is important. We need to continue it. So federal dollars are flowing. They're flowing to the state. The state administers it. I think they've got good programs in place that are working on it, but we certainly need to continue our effort because there is children that are out there that are addicted. There's people dying every day from opioid addiction, and we need to stop that.
Thank you for watching. Please be sure to go to madhassenproductions.com/TV to see even more great local programming and get your DVD and USB copies of this broadcast and more. From all of us here at MHP, remember to get out and vote this November.
I'm wounded, empty, I cry.